Look at these absolutely stunning colours here in the mohair store. Andrea, lovely to be here with you for 2015.
I know. Christmas has been and gone.
I know.
For another year.
I know. Crikey. Honestly, I swear that November, December and January just don't even register on the calendar, do they?
I know, that's the thing. We get busy with that thing. We get with children, holidays and things like that, so it's lovely.
Andrea, I'm loving these colours you've displayed here on the
I know,
on
so there's some
lounge.
lovely, fresh, lovely colours, and these are some of our most popular colours as well. So we've got our lovely Sea Spray, which is
beautiful,
just timeless. It's a lovely bright colour as well.
It is, it's stunning.
And then if people want a slightly softer one, we do have the Glacier, which is lovely.
Okay, gorgeous.
As well, a wee bit softer. But again, I adore this. It's been just a classic in the range. And then next door to that, we've got our lovely Manuka, which is a lovely neutral colour. It's got a bit more of that grey base to it as well.
Yes.
So it suits a lot of the current trends and all the all the paints and things as well.
Very nice. This one's beautiful, the silvery colour.
That is our silver.
And you were saying the difference about these two here, the one that's on the end and this lovely silver grey here.
Yeah, so our silver
white
is one of our most popular neutrals still in the past 6 months or so. We're getting a lot of people coming in who have just, their EQC stuff's been finished and they're like, finally I get to do the fun stuff. They go to Fabric House and get their beautiful fabric and then come here and grab a throw. So this is working really well with a lot of the colour schemes.
Like you were saying, this one here is great with the tea.
Absolutely, and that's our lovely paper, which has been, it's again another classic, and that used to always be one of the top sellers, and it still is really popular. But the silver is starting to take over. Yeah, it's a really lovely. I'm a huge fan of that silver.
Well, of course, black and white has just become so incredibly popular for decor, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
You know, going back to the basics, and this would just lend itself just beautifully with it, especially if you don't know what colours that they're going to be doing in the home. You've just thrown another neutral in there, haven't you?
So they're all from our lovely Windermere range, and the thing is as well is that if those colours don't suit, then obviously we've got our shelf here and we've got almost 40 colours to choose from there. So we've got a lot of our, your deep rich reds, your bright reds, your purples, your browns, lots of the blues. So again, what we say to people, if they are, oh yes, and our lovely brights you've just brought over there. I know.
Look at these.
Stunning. So these come in the full size throw and also the knee size as well.
All of these colours?
All of the colours in the Windermere. And as well, people can order online as well. So we've got some better photos up online as well now. So 2015 is going to be a big year for our Mohair Store website as well, which is going to be quite exciting.
We love this combo here as well, isn't it just gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Make sure you come on into the Mohair Store and grab yourself a bargain and something that's lasting and really quite delicious. This is beautiful, Andrea.
Isn't it?
The Mohair Store, 140 Colombo Street in Beckenham. Dr. Sharon joins me now. Welcome, Dr. Sharon.
Nice to see you, Jude.
And you, as always. Dr. Sharon, what are you a doctor of?
I'm a doctor of applied kinesiology chiropractic. It's a specialty of chiropractic in that I fix the people in 1 or 2 visits instead of 10 or 20.
Is the medication that goes along with that?
Medication?
Yes.
No, we don't use any medication, only natural things. And if you need a supplement or something like that, I don't sell it to you. I tell you where to go and get it if you need it. But most times I get people off their medications and off their crutches and off their wheelchairs, and I try as much as possible to get people back to their normal health.
Back to mobilising them again. Tell me, what are we going to discuss today?
Well, today we're going to talk about the older patient.
Okay.
Because a lot of people out there think once you get old, and old is in the eye of the beholder, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I feel really old at this age, but boy, I'm a pup compared to some of my patients. Yeah, the older patients have the same problems as the younger people, but they get told, this is because you're old. I had somebody that fell in a drain recently and she hurt her ribs, and her doctor said, oh, it's part of getting older, you'll just have to bear it. And she came in and it was 2 treatments. She was out of pain the first treatment, but she got a little achy towards the end of the week, so she came back in for a second treatment. And that's all it takes. And I do everything. I do arthritis, fibromyalgia, if you have pain after you've had a surgery, if parts of you don't move the way that they're supposed to. I had a woman who came in and her toes were crossed. And I found out she'd actually broken this part of her foot. She didn't even know how. The last time I had somebody that had that, they dropped a frozen turkey on their foot. But she hadn't done that.
That'd do it?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Her toes used to be straight, and her doctor was like, well, you know, it's part of the aging process. Your toes get crooked. But, yeah, not if they go quick. Or anything that goes quick is not age. Okay?
Okay.
Also, anything for your feet, your knees, your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, anything like that, I fix those things. You have a sore, achy neck, your head sticks forward, you walk funny, anything like that, I fix.
Groin, back?
Yep, everything, everything. And I'm open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. It's $40 for a regular appointment and $20 for children. And if you're on ACC, we can either fill out the forms for you or you can bring it by. It costs $20 on ACC for adults and free for children under 18.
That's absolutely brilliant. Goodness me, why wouldn't you want to get yourself off your medication or off your crutches or whatever, walking stick, whatever it is?
That's right.
Give Dr. Sharon a call and see what Dr. Sharon can do for you.
You don't need to live like that.
Absolutely. 125 Braham Street is where Dr. Sharon's practice is, and the number is 3791939. Chris, great to catch up with you for one last chance before you go back to Sydney. Tell me, can people come to Duchenne Dental and actually have one of these appliances fitted?
Yes.
Okay. Let's just recap on this appliance that I have in my hand, please. Its purpose?
Its purpose is to help to open the airway by letting the tongue live in the mouth instead of the throat.
Okay.
And that's going to do two things. It's going to make a person breathe more regularly at night, and it's going to also stop them snoring.
So that's got to be great for both people. For a couple that are in bed, both people are going to have a jolly good night's sleep for a change. With this device, last time we spoke about these inserts that you have here that actually help as to where to position the teeth in the jaw. This is something that has to be done on an individual basis. How long is somebody looking at before they walk in to when they walk out with something like this? What would the time frame be?
Usually about 2 weeks is a fair amount of time.
About a 2-week period. Now, because these are so personally made for each individual requirement, can people come back and still have these sort of jigged around with if they're not getting 100% results to start off with, Chris?
Yes, there's a follow-up protocol that we do with these devices, and the adjustments should only ever be made by the clinician. They shouldn't be made by the patient.
Don't play around with them at home.
To come back and have it adjusted means that you're getting proper and correct care and observation.
Can people who have got dentures that have snoring problems wear something like this as well?
Under certain circumstances, yes.
And what is the care of these as opposed to normal dentures as well?
Well, they're a bit different to normal dentures or anything like that, even though this is a fully cooked acrylic. It feels flexible and resilient. But it's not soft. It's resilient and flexible. It's acrylic, and the difference between this and the other acrylics, which are what dentures are made out of, is that during the day when you're not wearing it, this needs to be cleaned. A full set of instructions come with every appliance. Okay. Cleaned, dried, and left dry and clean in the air. Clean and dry. And that's the way to store it.
Okay, so there's the only moisture that's to come in contact with this is purely at night time or shift people when they're sleeping, when they're actually wanting to use it. Yes. Okay, fantastic. And how long can you expect something like that to last?
If it's cleaned and maintained as per the cleaning instructions that are provided with the device, then it should last for many years. I've had devices in service with patients up to 7 years.
Goodness me. Come on down to Duchenne Dental and give yourself and or your partner a jolly good night's sleep with one of these fantastic appliances that Chris has invented. At Duchenne Dental Services, 236 Springfield Road in Maryvale, 3754444. The award-winning Mr. Gavin Top joins us again. Gavin, lovely to have you in the studio.
It's good to be. I was here yesterday.
Yes.
But I was at the barbecue and I missed out on the shoot, so I had to come back in this morning.
It's lovely to have you with us in the studio again.
You.
Gavin, tell me, you had a delightful property from an elderly lady who watches the show. How have you got on with that property?
You have really thrilled her with that presentation last week.
Ah, lovely.
We got some inquiry from CTV, got some inquiry from the Realtor. We got 2 offers, and Rewa has sold her property.
Oh, congratulations, Rewa.
And she's in the rest home, and she was a bit anxious about getting it sold before Christmas, but I think together we delivered a birthday present and a Christmas present for all her in one go. Yeah,
and of course for the new homeowner as well. How
yes,
wonderful for them.
New homeowner loves it.
Fabulous. Now, tell me, Christmas time, can we discuss sellers and buyers?
A lot of people think the market slows down, and it probably does slow down in their mind, and some sellers take their house off the market. But we need to remember that buyers' circumstances are different. Buyers want to know where they're going to be. They'd like to have a decision before Christmas. They certainly want to know where they're going to be at the beginning of the year. So buyers don't stop looking.
Okay.
So if sellers take their house off the market, in my opinion, the last 6 or 7 years, I've never taken Christmas off. I've worked right over Christmas, and January has been a very, very good month. So I'm saying to people, keep your house in the market, because the ratio of houses on the market is less than what it would be before Christmas. So you've got more chance of selling, in my opinion, and getting a better price.
Makes sense, Gavin.
That's what I have found, yeah.
Makes sense. Is there a particular way of selling that sells the home better over that holiday period?
Well, it's still deadline sale as being auctions, of course, have slowed down a bit, I think. And over Christmas, some of the agents away won't work the auctions. But deadline sales, I think, got a date to work with, got open days planned over the holidays. Catching people coming into Christchurch also is a big thing. Yes, so, yeah, deadline sales over Christmas.
Tell me, we've got a lovely property
we
to
have
view today, have we?
We have a magnificent home.
Oh, lovely.
This is a magnificent home. This is owned by a man who's in the church, and he's going back to Britain.
Oh,
and he's got a lovely new job over there. This is the property at 14 Hussies Road. That is Harewood on the way to Northwood.
Very nice in that little pocket, Gavin.
Beautiful property, beautiful. Now the caption of this home is of this marketing is 2 homes, 1 glorious section, because there's a 4-bedroom home on this property, and there's a purpose-built grandmother or grandfather 1-bedroom, fully consented home. So this is the big home. Now this is 4 bedrooms. It's 2 living rooms. It's an ensuite with a guest bathroom. The view on the right-hand side with the big double doors there is from the master bedroom out to the patio, so that's got its own little outlook onto the garden. The big windows on the left-hand side are some doors opening out from the lounge, which connects into a dining living room. Now here is the dining living room. You can see the kitchen on the left-hand side. You can see the freestanding bench in the middle there, which is lovely. You can see some occasional chairs, a table on the right, a desk on the right-hand side. There's a little study in behind that. And the photographs taken from the dining table, you can see the dining table at the far end.
Yes.
That is another view from the opposite end. This home has got magnificent ambience. Yes. A lot of peace in this home.
Beautiful.
You know,
I love the colour scheme as
good
well.
Colours.
Very neutral.
Yeah, very neutral, soft and gentle. That room connects to this next room here, which is the lounge. Both those sets of doors open up to the 1,205 square metre park-like setting. It's delightful. That's the outside of the home. Now we go to the other part, and here is the standalone.
Oh,
standalone, beautifully built and beautifully presented mum and dad or grandma and grandma cottage. It's internal access garage. It has its own vegetable garden, has its own view of the sections, its own internal access garage again.
Wow, what a great setup,
master bedroom. Look at that, for a beautiful double bedroom for mother and father or a retirement couple. Then we come into the dining living room. There's the dining living room. It's absolutely delightful, high quality, first class presentation, 11 out of 10. This is a great combination, hard to come by for the extended family. Very rare, unique. Deadline sale, 27th of January. Open home there, first open home's on Thursday, which is the 19th. Another one on Saturday, open home on Saturday, then open homes on most Saturdays and most Thursdays right up until the deadline sale.
Which is on the 27th of January 2015.
Number 14 Hussey's Road. Got to look at that one.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of ideas that can be used with that one.
Just over 3,000 square feet of housing.
Gavin, thought for the
nose. People are like rubber bands. They must be stretched to be effective.
Oh, I like it.
You like that?
Yes,
okay.
People are like rubber bands. They must be stretched to be effective. If you would like to be effective, make sure you give Gavin a call on Top Realtors. The telephone number is 359 5595. Here I am at REM Cars in Coleridge Street down in Sydenham, and I'm joined by Paul. Paul, great selection of cars.
Oh yeah, pretty good selection, and one of the reasons cars, the currency's in a bit of a boom, is the dollar versus the yen. Now, I know most people couldn't give a fat rat's when it goes on TV and that's the exchange rate, but at the moment we're at a 6-year record level for the New Zealand dollar being able to buy yen. Wow. So that's why you've got some particularly good buys in the currency at the moment. I mean, who knows how long it's going to stay up there, because you'd make a fortune if you knew, but there are some particularly good buys. Now, probably on the plus, I suppose, if you've got your old 1995 car, it's probably not worth much anymore, but you can get into yourself into like an 010 model car. We're next to all these later model SUV RAVs, and they're a lot cheaper. Like, for example, the RAV we just saw like a year ago was selling for 22 grand. We can now sell them for like 17,990 with all the gear in them. So there's really good savings. This little Honda Fit or Honda Jazz we're seeing, that's a 2010 model, and that's only 12,990. So there's some really good buys, and it's really due and favour to our favourable buying conditions in Japan.
Sure.
So there's some really good buys. I mean, as cheap as we've ever had motor cars.
And that's really neat that you're actually passing those discounts on to your customers.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a very highly competitive industry, and I try and differentiate myself, but I present my cars immaculately.
Yes.
I've serviced them all the tyres match, and of course we own the audio business as well, which is a good plus. We can fit the reverse camera and Bluetooth and GPS units.
Yeah, absolutely.
To do that as well. I even go down to the fact, like I've joked before, I even import the remote locking batteries and bring them in lots of thousands, so I can give them free to my customers for life. So
I love it. That's
so I try and do all these little things to
yes. You really do dot all your I's and cross your T's.
Yeah.
I know that after the last 3 years of working with you, you're very, very fastidious.
I do try. I don't get it right all the time, but we do try. So there's some really good buys, and if you're looking around for some good little cars, like I love these little Toyota ISTs. I think they're a very, very good value vehicle. Like this is a 1500 model, so it's not the 1300. So 1500 is a little bit nicer. It's got little driving lights. It's got nicer seats and that sort of thing in them. Rear spoiler. Yes. Now we're selling these for $8,990. Done about 40,000 Ks. Oh, so they're like pretty good buying for a car. Now there's no cam belt to worry about if you're buying one for mum or your sister or your daughter or even yourself. I mean, they're just a reliable little car. They've got double-side intrusion bars in the doors. Like I said, no cam belt to worry about. Your service money every 15,000 Ks. God. Full electrics, remote locking, a CD player in them. They're really, really good, reliable little cars.
And they're under $9,000.
Yeah,
that's a lot of car.
Yeah, you do.
For 40 clicks.
There's some very, very good buys.
Paul, I really like this black one. Can we just quickly touch on this one here as well? Rather sporty.
So this is a Blade Master G. This is for you when you just think, I just want a bit more fun. This is 3.5 litre size engine in it.
Wow.
It's got the same engine basically as the Lexus IS 350 and the Toyota Stima people carry. So it's 206 kilowatt.
Bit of grunt in there.
It'll get you there. You don't need to use it all the time, of course.
No.
But they're quite magnificent. We've got about 4 of these in stock from about 15,990. We've got about 18 blades, and we've got about sort of 70 cars.
REM Wholesale Cars, the warehouses at 18 Coleridge Street. Phone 365 2611. And of course, here is the location for Van Dam's Cafe. And it is a great location here with copious amounts of parking right out the back here. It's right opposite the Butcher Centre on Riccarton Road here, where Waimari Road just comes to the T-junction here. Like I said, it's a really old established block of shops here. Massive cafe in here, Van Dam's, and of course Keys and his son actually run it. Now, Keith's son is normally on the coffee machine, and Keith is in charge of importing all these absolutely beautiful goodies along the back wall here, and they are all from Holland. Beautiful theme here, really is. Beautiful delicacies, even down to, come and have a quick look over here, even down to all the beautiful little sweeties. Look at these, the typical licorices, the ship's rope here, absolutely beautiful. Case does a fantastic job importing all this, and look at this, even down to all the beautiful cheeses. But we're going to go bolting up the other end of the shop because I want to show you what you can also buy here as far as hot food goes. Now the coffee's always good here, and it's actually out the back. It's a really spacious cafe here. Out the back here, of course, is where I was saying where all the brilliant parking is. There's a massive parking down there, and look at all these incredible goodies that they've got here. All beautiful homemade custard squares, traditional Dutch apple tart. Look at all this little lot. Fresh lemon and nutmeg cheesecake. And just keep on coming down here with me, folks. Chocolate biscuit fudge, Dutch donuts, yum! Served with cream and icing sugar, coffee and walnut fudge, raspberry and white chocolate, gluten-free apple pie. Look, and a beautiful menu up the top here as well. And of course, for us vegetarians, these absolutely beautiful spinach and feta pies, and there's always a really good selection of pies down in here as well. So look, why don't you come on down and give yourselves a little bit of a treat. The place is busy, it gets really busy in here, and meet Case and the crew. Beautiful, beautiful food. Come and have a look down here as well. You might want to move some of the maps as to exactly where it is that you're from yourself, or maybe where you've had a fantastic holiday over there. But if you can't afford the holiday, just come on in. It's like being in Holland anyway in here. It really is just gorgeous, really quite charming. Van Dam's Cafe, 355 Riccarton Road, right opposite the Bush Inn Centre, and loads of parking out the back. Global PC here in Christchurch is two great locations. The first one, of course, is at Marshlands Road out at Home Base, and the other one where I am now with Bjorn, of course, is at Tower Junction here in Christchurch. Some great accessories that you've got here.
We do, yes. So for all those bags that people, laptops that people get for Christmas, there's a bag to carry it around in.
Fantastic idea.
Now that's storage.
Got the shoulder strap all well padded in there as well too, isn't it? Fantastic price. $69 for that. That's quite a lot of bag, isn't it?
That is indeed.
And all your different compartments in there. Also quite important.
Surge protection. So protect all your new electronics that you get for Christmas. The last thing you want is to have it destroyed by electrical surge.
Absolutely, yeah. Jolly, jolly good idea. Now, you also have ex-lease pieces in here as well, Bjorn.
So they would be great for if you're starting up a new business, or you just want something nice and cheap and affordable. So they will come with a 3-month warranty and be nice and cleaned up and looked after by our technicians.
Oh, fantastic. It still looks brand new, actually. Yeah. These here are fantastic as well, aren't they? Some people still have the big old backs to their computers.
They do.
For $249, look at that.
Nice frameless design.
Yeah, absolutely. And that still hooks into all the old big bulky stuff as well, doesn't it? If they can't afford to replace it all at once. $539 here as well. Great prices. The 22-inch monitor here at $249. Brilliant, absolutely. What have we got over here?
So that one there is what they call one of the all-in-one units.
Right.
So it doesn't have any of the traditional box tower kind of things that you need. Everything is built into the screen there. It's very space-saving, and great little device. We're
getting cleaner and cleaner, aren't we?
Indeed.
With all the different modules now.
Less cables, less clutter.
I like it. Yeah, when you think of where we started from. And you also have your tech service here as well, Bjorn?
We do. So all those things that you buy for Christmas and things you buy in the new year, we have our team to back you up and service those for you.
And Bjorn, of course, we've got some extra accessories here as well.
Yeah, so your mice and your keyboards, everything you sort of need to actually make use of your new laptop and your new desktop, whatever you've got. So lots of different...
And it's really good. I like the way you carry such a difference in price range as well. These ones are down to $14.90, right up to $78 here. Indeed. For them as well. There's a really good selection.
There is, yeah, and a few different brands to choose from as well, and different input types as well.
Okay, what's the Sculpt Ergonomic? What's this here for?
So that is for if you want to have an ergonomic design on your mouse or keyboard. Helps prevent RSI. Things like that. Yeah.
Great. Come on down to Global PC and let Bjorn and the crew down here help you out with any of your computer technology needs. Global PC 0800 165 800. And I can say a huge welcome to Tony from Harold's for 2015. How are you, Tony?
Happy New Year. Good, thank you very much. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. Hope it's a good, happy, safe one. That's what we want, isn't it?
Absolutely it is. Yes, please. No dramas.
No dramas.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be nice for the whole world if for 1 year there was no drama in anybody's life?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, John Lennon said it. I hope it's a good one without any fear.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's what we want. Yeah. So, we're into it.
I've got that song going through my head. I was trying to think of the next line and I'm
and
too
so it is
slow.
Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah. Here you going, Tony.
Good. Right, specials, $5 a metre. One cannot go wrong when you buy fabric at $5 a metre, when it's normally $9.95.
One cannot go wrong when they buy fabric at Harold's, let's be honest.
Oh, you sweet thing, you say all the right things, thank you.
Let's be honest, you have a fabulous selection of fabrics
there. There's a lot of goodies like this. Normally they're $9.95, now they're $5 a metre, 150 wide, which is 5 feet.
Fantastic.
And you can use them for shirts and pillowcases and sheets and backing quilts and doing inners for sleeping bags, room dividers and tents, you name it, lots of things.
What a super idea, room dividers.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of people from out of town at the moment. In fact, every year we get, this time, we get people that have seen us on telly, like from Tynwald, Ashburton, out in Methven, and Amberley, of course, Rangiora, Lowburn, all over the place, that have seen us on telly, and they come in this time of year, and it's great. It really is good.
Brilliant.
It's fantastic to get
nice.
support from Cantabrians.
Yes.
Yes.
From far and wide.
Far and wide. Now these, like this, I couldn't bring many in because they're heavy. These are furnishing velvets, and there's lots and lots of furnishing velvet and furnishing weaves generally, which were $39.95. Now we're doing 20% off. So say you want to do the caravan squabs, or you want to do a piano stool or a footstool or something, now's the time to come in and grab a furnishing fabric. So
there's a fair bit of weight in that, isn't there?
Oh yeah, it's gutsy stuff. It's great.
Is it what?
It's a technical term we use, gutsy stuff.
Gutsy stuff. Yeah,
so yeah, normally $39.95. Take 20% off that, so you're down to $31.95 a metre, which is great value.
Oh, is it what?
Yeah.
Yes. That'd be lovely. I'm just thinking actually for somebody that does a boho design, you know, a very bohemian design in the home, that'd be quite gorgeous.
It's a real classic, isn't it?
Yeah, classic colour.
There's other specials as well. All the knit fabrics called First Class, the best knits we have, there's 20% off those, so they're normally $24.95. We're doing them for $19.95. And there's 15 different colourways. That's worth it. Have a look at that. It's called First Class.
And it is a stunner.
It's brilliant.
Feels beautiful. This is so fresh and pretty.
New summer shirtings, there's a whole lot of them, and they range from $7.95 to $14.95. So now's a good time to have a nosy.
Harold's, the trusted name in fabrics, 47 Birmingham Drive. Open 10 till 4 Monday to Saturday, 338 7700. Thank you so much for watching Let's Go Shopping.
Yeah, that was good fun. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Bye-bye.